All right, July 20th, 2015. This is Maximus Analysis, and currently we have about a 4.5% rip to the upside. So again, we have not made new highs yet, and we're going to need it to stay above this number, this 2120. Let's put that. So let's say this number, and let's edit it just to make sure we're all being honest here and say, okay, 2120 is the number that we needed to stay above. Okay, wanted to stay above this number, and again, 50% of this swing up is actually 2080, which if you've been watching my videos, trust me, you've probably heard me say that number so many times, it's ridiculous. But again, it's still a valid number based on this swing. So again, we want to see a retracement. We want to see it stay above this 2120 area. We have decreasing volume, but of course you're going to have decreasing volume after you have a 5% rip to the upside. So again, those that traded the breakout, I wouldn't like that. So this is the number 2 setup. So this is, out of the big three, I would say this is the second strongest looking one. The first strongest looking one, of course, is the NQ. The NQ has a vicious move to the upside. And again, if we look at the percent swing, we could say, okay, it's about 8% swing up. So you're going to get a retracement. What you want to do is, again, if you get the retracement, you want it to layer above these highs. Okay, you want it to come down and give you something in this range. Okay, you don't want it to come and break all the way in like that, and then we're back into this choppy type of situation that we've been in for a long time. But this is the strongest one out of them all. The one that looked kind of suspicious is actually the YM. So the YM is barely above 18,000. Okay, and out of all the percentage swings, you will see that this one is the least. So this one is, and again, that doesn't mean that it's a rubbish swing, but it's 4%, basically 4%. Okay, the ES was a 4.5, the NQ was an 8% swing up from these rips to the highs. So you could see that this one, again, still has lower highs in place. So if I take this and put this back, you can see that these have lower highs still in place. So the YM is not out the woods yet. Now, as far as the YM components that were actually look good today, it was Apple. Okay, you can see Apple is coming to these highs. Okay, and you can see that it's made a parabolic move from this, which is mirroring pretty much the type of percentage regarding the NQ. I think it actually probably would be more. Yeah, so that's about about 11.5% move to the upside. So we have earnings for this one, I think tomorrow after hours or Wednesday after hours. Check your schedule if you're holding it. And then you see that Visa was the other name that actually moved up really high today. Besides those two names, nothing else really was moving that high, except for, of course, the NQ names. And Netflix, again, that's a huge flyer right now. And it has to give something back. I mean, if you guys are looking to continue to add to a long or to get long now, you've missed the boat. And that's fine. You just have to learn to admit it and not chase. Amazon, another one that, again, you missed it. Again, we have the sideways consolidation. And but I always said that this was something that I would not short. We also have Tesla that again, it's coming near these highs that I've been spoke about, the February high, the last September highs of 290. Looks like it came very close today. And then we'll see how this one plays out. Again, you had Google that, again, it looked like it just launched, but again, this would not be where I'm looking to go long Google. It ended up holding this area that we were talking about, this little area, and then it never came back and gave another sell signal. It just continued to go. So it happens, and you could either learn from it or you could just say the market's rigged. Regarding this as well, we have Priceline, and that one, I thought it was weakening, starting to break down around here and end up gapping up, gap and go, still with some increased volume. So you can see that from here that the volume has increased a lot. And we'll see how this one goes. Again, if we look at the bigger picture here, we can see that how much do we have into this previous swing. Oops, using the wrong tool. We're above the 50%. So again, we are above the 50%, but we also want to make sure that we look at these highs and say, okay, you know, we have this going on here, we still have a lower high, and it is very overbought, so we just want to see this one pull back without any violence. And again, the pullback is going to be the key regarding these names. You had crude continue to break down today. It's going to test this 50, 49, and basically 44 area. It took some shorts on crude today. That worked out pretty well. Again, I would not be looking at long on a daily time frame until it recaptured around the 60 area. Around the 60 area right here. Around this congestion area, I would need it to break above, or everything is going to be shorted into. And that's pretty much it. You had gold. Again, people are starting to talk about gold, and I'm like, it's a downtrending stock. It's doing what downtrending stocks do. Like, I don't see why this is all of a sudden such a surprise to everybody regarding the way gold is looking, especially if you look at kind of how the dollar has been going. You can see that the dollar is still holding its bullish pivots, and you got bonds as well that haven't broken down yet, but still they are looking to continue to the downside. So still have this going on, this going on, this going on, and you could say, okay, we have from here and we have this. So again, some could short now, or some will wait until it breaks to get the retrace, so they can have some more downside potential. But again, yes, I'm not sure. Again, I'm just being honest here. It hasn't cleared, so I want to just see what this retracement does, because I don't want you guys to just forget all of this price action, because we're still in it. We haven't broken it. We've launched it from the bottoms. I will not deny that, but just just look at this blue box that I'm going to paint here. Okay, from this high to these lows, we are still in it. So we haven't cleared anything yet. So just keep that in mind, okay? And again, it's not to say that we want to see what this retracement looks like, and if they hold this 2120 area and this 2105 area, okay, we will continue to look at some longs potentially to go up higher. But they haven't cleared everything, is all the junk is yet. They've just made a tremendous rip, which cannot be ignored. But let's see what the retracement looks like when it comes. Take care.